Hey, I'm back. It's been a bit. Recording wise, uploading wise, I haven't actually started uploading any of these parts yet. I'm just gonna I don't think the game's that long. Probably gonna get, I want to say, to the point where things mess up because I know for a fact this game is gonna mess up. I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know where, because no one has told me anything, and I kind of don't want them to spoil anything for me. I'm usually okay with spoilers, but I kind of want to be really surprised about what's gonna happen because I have no idea. But it is supposed to flip. I think I read this already, but whatever. Um, Sayuri had left by the time we decided the last meeting, or that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Are you going to be happy or helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Kami. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Hee, bitch. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Kami, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You really just got to make it. You just really gotta make me say it, aren't you, Kami? I guess I had no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. See? When I was on the when I was making that last poem, and I kept doing those things that I thought were gonna be Yuri. It was her. And it was weird. I was like, what the heck? I'm guessing these do have to deal with her, even though, you know. Huh. I knew something was up. Okay, well, did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Oh, dang. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayuri kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayuri? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Kami. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone but be happy together is the best thing for me, or to me. But then I discovered someone else too, seeing you make friends and get close with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayuri. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Kami. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that can have helped is if everything could be like it always was. This is really, 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 really bad depression. This is a person that has dealt with depression, isn't new to it, has dealt with it for so long. I mean, they said they have, but like they are so deep down in the hole that they understand that they're not going to get better. And it's sad because you can't do anything about it. At least if you can, I don't know. I don't think other people can really help with clinical depression like this. And if they can, then I have no idea, because just being for them isn't enough. Being there for them isn't enough, because it's not about having no one as the precious. I think it's more of them having to accept themselves, and they can't. So that's why. I mean, I'm pretty sure having people there and constantly having people there in the beginning could help them not reach this point. But once they reach this point, I honestly have no idea what to do. I have a friend like this, a pretty close friend of mine is really depressed, but I don't know. I don't know how to deal with it. I just try not to talk about it, because we've talked about it before and there was nothing I could do. That's just the way she was. She acts like, kind of like her, not exactly like her, but she really does not act depressed. She's depressed, but she never really acts depressed at all. And it's kind of sad seeing this, because I know someone that acts like almost exactly like this person, and I know how the main character must feel right now trying to help someone that's so close to them, but the other person's just rejecting it because they know that they just can't be helped. It's messed up, but I don't know. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayuri's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made it hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once grabbed Sayuri's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Aha, Kami. Sayuri, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayuri isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, her arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Kami. Sayuri barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Dots. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayuri finally pulls her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings coming. The only time I'm not feeling nothing, I said it right, is when I'm feeling pain. Dang. Your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayuri lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How'd you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayuri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I didn't know if that would be very good for me today. I don't know if that would be very good. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. And it's like the main character seems like he has never really ever dealt with sadness like I haven't. Like I haven't really ever been sad to the point of being depressed, and if I ever do feel down, I always can pick myself up out of it. I don't keep myself down like a person with depression stays down. So it's when they try to explain to you what it is or what all these bad feelings are, it's really, really hard to try and understand, because the only way to understand that is to empathize. You have to have felt what they go through for you to understand that. It's not like explaining it. Like explaining it, they'll tell you in terms of like, oh well, it feels like I don't even know a good explanation. I've been told before it's just like feeling empty, and like she said, just you feel worthless. But I don't know how feeling worthless mean. Like I don't know what that means. I've never felt worthless, so I don't know. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over, so I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great day tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texted me to let me know she's outside in the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in. What's up? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but Natsuki is something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you bought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I don't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality coming? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. Ah ha ha. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it, you jerk? Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also be better than other people. Okay then, but geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There are a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey. Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like that. Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize, eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. Whoops. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. They're called pervertitos and pedophilios. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. That's gross. Hey, was that aimed at me? Who else, man? Let's just start already. You get all sour when girls call you gross. I finally found your weakness, Kami. No one wants to be called gross. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flowers, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Kami, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'll make each tray a different color. That way, even if flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into small bowls and put a few drops of food coloring in each. Oh, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you just looking at it makes everyone eyes. In the end, if just looking at it, what? It's a million times more worth it in the end if you just looking at it. Is this a typo? I swear to God, I can't get over this. In the end, if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes like, oh, okay, no, I was reading it in my head wrong. Okay, no, I understand. I had to read that like 5 times. That confused me. Like the ones you made on first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayuri and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. It will use the full coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. You're using the electric mixer for batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah, it just takes a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sits a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your girl's fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I started to fight back, trying to inch the icing... inch the finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my fingers to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me close caused me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki extends, wipes it off of her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun to see you react to it. You do that to... Oh. Yeah, you do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really should... You shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Ah! Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Kami, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? Really? What kind of question is she making me... Or is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Cough. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses the oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven, then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, the smells so good. The cupcake... Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I clicked too fast. Yeah. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling, warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I bought the decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Suki hands me some plastic eyes. Like, she's serious. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. What am I at? Oh, I'm at 20. Whew. Alright, I'll be back in a second.